Hey guys, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be going through my trash. These are all of my product empties. I've got a bunch of little guys in here today, and I have used all of these products up, so I have a pretty strong opinion on them one way or another, if I would repurchase them or if they're just going in the trash for good. So if you want to see what I think about all of the products I've used up, then just keep watching. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. I post new content every single week. All right, let's get into it. So I recently completely cleaned out my dressing room, and so I threw out a bunch of my empties instead of saving them, which sucks, but that's okay. So I don't have as many as I normally have, but I still have quite a few. The first ones, I have two dry shampoos. This one is the Batiste Dry Shampoo in the Floral and Flirty Blush scent. I'm so on the fence about this. Everyone loves this stuff. It's from the drugstore, so it's really easy to get your hands on and it's very affordable. I don't like the scent of it, and it does leave a pretty strong white cast. So I go back and forth because I feel like it does such a good job at actually absorbing all of the oils in my hair, but I don't like the scent or the white cast. So I kind of go back and forth. I end up still buying it because it's just so easy to find, but it's not my favorite. Next up, this is a newer dry shampoo. It's from OGX, and it's the Bodifying and Fiber Full Body Renew Dry Shampoo. This stuff smells freaking delicious. I love it. It did a pretty good job as far as soaking up the oils. It didn't really leave too much of a white cast. I think most of them leave a bit of a white cast, especially if you have pretty dark hair. So you will have to massage it in and kind of try and get rid of that white cast, but I'll definitely be repurchasing this again. I picked it up at Ulta, and so I think it was around like $8, which I feel like is pretty good considering a lot of dry shampoos are much more expensive. Next up, I have a primer. This is from Laura Geller. It is the Spackle Mattifying Oil Control Under Makeup Primer. This is a pretty big one. It's 2 ounces, and I absolutely love it. This is a really good pore filling primer if you have oily skin or if you just have enlarged pores. I have bigger pores just in my cheek area, and so I just love to put a little bit of this on there, and it just lets your makeup glide onto your skin and not like hug those pores. So I highly recommend it if you have enlarged pores or if you have oily skin. I already have a backup of it in my stash ready to go, so that will be making its way into my everyday makeup drawer very soon. Next up, this is from Benefit. It's the Gimme Brow. This is actually their old packaging. I think they updated it kind of a long time ago. It took me a while to get through this because I didn't use it every day. Truth be told, I just don't really do anything with my brows. I'm so lazy about them. I just have like naturally pretty thick brows. So if anything, I'll throw something like this in them, but I don't actually ever fill them in. So yeah, I actually really like this stuff. I will be repurchasing it. I have nothing bad to say about it. I hope that they didn't reformulate it because I actually really enjoyed this one. Oh, and let's see, I don't know if it even has a shade. This is in light medium. So, but I think that they added more shades, so I don't know what shade I would be now, but this is the old packaging, at least I was light medium. I went through 2 setting sprays. This one is from Feel. It is the Refreshed Hydrating Floral Mist. And it says that it's a lightweight active skin toner, but I used it to set my makeup and it worked great. It says that it minimizes pores, proven to tone and tighten skin, combination of 10 natural extracts for natural hydration. I don't actually think that it really did anything besides help set my makeup. I really enjoyed it. It smelled pretty good. The sprayer I had a few issues with a couple of times, so I had to run it under hot water to kind of clean it out. But overall, I thought it was good. It's super cute packaging. I would repurchase this if it was easier to get your hands on, but I think you can only get this from their website, and so I don't know, we'll see. I'm on the fence. I don't think that it's worth it for me to go. I'm just so lazy about buying things from specific websites. If I can't get it from like Ulta or Target or Nordstrom, then I generally don't buy it. The other setting spray is from Physicians Formula. This is the Insta Ready setting spray, and I liked this. The smell of it was kind of weird. Yeah, it smells kind of like hairspray. But it was fine. It set my makeup no problem, and it didn't leave my skin super matte, which I appreciated, but it still like kept my makeup on all day long. So I definitely really liked this. It's a little bit more expensive as far as drugstore brands, so I don't know if I would repurchase it. Probably because it's easy to get my hands on. Again, yeah. We'll see. I cannot even tell you how many of these I've gone through. This is the L'Oreal True Match Super-Blendable Crayon Concealer, and this one is in N123. I also use it in N45, and it's just like a big crayon that you can do spot concealing with. I like doing this instead of layering on more foundation or more BB cream or whatever I'm wearing on my skin. I would rather just spot correct instead of, yeah, adding more makeup on. So I really like this when I have really bad breakouts. All right, this is from e.l.f. It is the Waterproof Eyeliner Pen, and it is in the color Coffee. I did not like this at all. I thought it just wasn't very pigmented. It dried out super quickly, and it just felt like I didn't know how to store it. I started storing it upside down, thinking that maybe the product had to come down into the pen. I have no idea, but this didn't work out for me at all. Next up, I'm so sad for this one to be dried out. This is the Armani Eccentrico mascara. I'm obsessed with this. I've had it for a while, and it was definitely dried out, but I absolutely love the wand. I have nothing but amazing things to say about this mascara. I truly enjoyed using it. So I will be repurchasing this when I'm ready to splurge on a mascara again. Another mascara that dried out, unfortunately, is the Tarte Maneater mascara. I really loved this one too. It actually has, it's so dry it doesn't even want to open. It kind of has like a similar tons of bristles on the brush like the Armani one. But I loved this one as kind of the base. I like to use two mascaras. The first one is just like to separate my lashes, and then the second one I'll do a volumizing mascara on top of it. But this was a great one as your first base layer to really separate and elongate your lashes. So I really love this, and again, I'm sad that this one dried up too. Next up, this is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation and Concealer. This is in the color 03 Light Beige, and because you can't really see on here, I had no idea how close to being done I was, and I went to go squeeze it out and nothing came out. I actually opened it up and started using it off of this thing, which I think maybe I could get one more use out of, but I just had no clue that I was already done with it. I'll definitely be rebuying this. This is such a great full coverage concealer or foundation. I absolutely love it. I have it in a lighter shade too. I actually need a bit of a darker shade right now because I'm a little bit more tan. But yes, I cannot say enough good things about this. I absolutely love this foundation. All right, these next two, I have gone through so many of both of them. I love them so much. They are my go-tos for the summertime. The first one is the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream. This is in the shade medium. I have gone through another one. I go between light and medium depending on what time of the year it is, but I absolutely love this stuff, especially for lake days when you want a high SPF but you don't want a ton of stuff on your face. This one is just amazing. And then the second one is the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream, and this one is in the shade 05. And both of these, I love them. They both have great SPF. They're both awesome for summertime. And I'm sad that I'm out of both of them, but I will definitely be repurchasing them over and over and over again because I've already been through tons of each of them. This is another BB cream. Apparently I have been just flying through BB creams. This is the Tarte BB Tinted Treatment Primer with SPF 30, and this is in the shade Light. And this is interesting. It really does feel like a primer, and it just kind of makes your skin tone a little bit more even, but it doesn't really give you too much coverage. So if I want coverage, I usually add something else on top of it or mix in some kind of a pigment drop. But I don't usually like to wear this on my skin by itself if I want a full coverage look. But for lake days, again, something that if my skin is behaving and I don't have a ton of issues, then sometimes I'll wear this and just spot conceal with that crayon concealer that I mentioned. It just depends, but I really do like this. The consistency is nice, and it really leaves your skin feeling like it kind of moisturizes, primes, and adds a little bit of a tint to it all in one, which is nice. All right, I have a couple more items. This one is from L'Oreal. It is the Extra Intense Liquid Pencil Eyeliner, and this one is in the shade Brown. And I tried to sharpen it, and it completely just broke off. So I was able to sharpen it a couple of times, but I didn't get a full use out of it. I don't think I would repurchase it because there's so many other mascaras that are just easier to use. I'd rather use one that I can twist up just because it's so much easier than using the actual sharpener, and I don't really like to go anywhere and bring a sharpener with me. I'm all about that convenience. So I just think there's so many other eyeliners that you can use that will give you the same effect. They're also from the drugstore, that you don't have to mess with this, and you know, your eyeliner just completely disappearing on you. All right, last but not least, this one is from NYC. It's the Big, Bold, and Precise Liquid Liner. I was really excited to use this because I thought it was interesting. It looks like a marker, and unfortunately, I kind of hated it. It's not very pigmented, and the applicator is just really thick. And so it's hard to get a precise line, especially if you want to wing out your liner. I would rather use a brush or a felt tip. This one just didn't do it for me, especially because it wasn't pigmented. So you had to go over the area so many times that it was just leaving me with too much of a margin of error to mess with. So I just don't think that this is beginner friendly. I don't know who this works for, but it definitely didn't work for me. Alrighty guys, that is everything that I have gone through recently. I hope that it gave you some insight, maybe some recommendations for products that are awesome, or maybe a few products that you want to steer clear of now. Either way, I hope you enjoyed. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and subscribe below to catch all of my future videos. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.